Ladies and gentlemen, the month of April is almost over, and we got news regarding what to expect for the month of May. So they dropped this earlier today as of me recording this video, so I have to talk about it before the month of April is over. So I know today was supposed to be about me going over the habitats and the spawns that would be at all 4 Go Fest events, but I'm gonna push that back to this coming Wednesday's video. So obviously won't be Monday's video because there's 2 events happening again in the same weekend, and in some cases at the same time again. But yeah, so I had to push the Go Fest video back to Wednesday, so hopefully I have that video out for you guys on Wednesday. Alright, so with all that said, let's get on with the video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. It's the boy True. Today's day is Thursday, April the 24th. Okay, so we now know what to expect for the month of May. Like, we had some ideas because of some event that I announced for you guys already that's happening next month, but now we have the clear picture of what to expect for the most part. So let's not waste any time and let's get on with it. Check this out. So there it is, the May content update, and there's some familiar faces up here. So let's get on with it, shall we? So we're gonna start things off with the max battle. So from April the 28th to May the 5th, we're gonna get Charmander, Pidove, Cragno, Wooloo, and Phalanx, and all 5 of those can be shiny. And then from the 5th to the 12th, we're gonna get Bulbasaur, Machamp, Beldum, all 3 of those can be shiny. And then of course Grookidee, which currently cannot be shiny in the moment. And then from the 12th to the 19th, it'll be Ghastly, Chansey, Drillbur, Dynamax, and Phalanx, and all 5 of those can be shiny. And from the 19th to the 26th, it'll be Squirtle, Krabby, and I believe Sableye is a brand new one actually, and Beldum, and all 4 of those can be shiny. And from May the 26th to June the 2nd, we got Ghastly, Pidove, Phalanx, those 3 can be shiny, and another new one in the form of Rookidee, which cannot be shiny at the moment. And the max Mondays will look like this. On the 5th, it'll be Grookidee, and on the 12th, it'll be Ghastly. On the 19th, it'll be Sableye, and on the 26th, it'll be Rookidee. So the 2 ghost types can be shiny. Everything else cannot be shiny. So max Mondays, in case you forgot, happens every Monday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time. Let's move on now. So let's see. With that out the way, we're gonna move on to the next part, which is, well, we got raids here, but yeah, I guess we can talk about the mega raids. So the mega raids, basically everything starts and ends at 10 a.m. on their respective dates. So we got Mega Houndoom that will be taking place on the 1st of the month of May to May the 12th. And then from the 12th to the 25th, it'll be Mega Gyarados. And then from the 25th to June the 3rd, it would be Mega Arteria. And all 3 of those can be shiny. And Shadow Regirock will be appearing in the weekends from May 4th to June the 4th. I believe I still need that shiny, if memory serves it correctly. So that's pretty good. All right, let's move on now to the next page, the event page. So we got the Growing Up event. That would be starting on May the 2nd at 10 a.m. to May the 7th at 8 p.m. local time. I don't remember if I talked about that in a previous video or not, but yeah, that is happening real soon. And then in the midst of that, May the 3rd, which is a Saturday, is Mega's Kangaskhan Raid Day. That would be from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. And then on the 10th, starting on the 10th at 10 a.m. excuse me, to the 18th at 8 p.m. is Crown Clash. Now I just talked about that recently, so there's that. And then in the midst of that, from the 10th, which is Saturday at 6 a.m. to the 11th at 9 p.m., which is Sunday obviously, we got Dynamax Suicune Max Battle Weekend, and I talked about that as well. And then also on the same day, May 11th, they doing that crap again. 2 events in one day. On May the 11th, which is Sunday, for 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. is May Community Day, which we have not talked about yet. But I do got news on that, but y'all gonna have to wait for that one. Which reminds me, that Go Fest video, we're gonna push that back. I'm just gonna push that back. I have to review stuff before I can make any promises regarding that Go Fest video. So there you go with that. Let's move on now. On the 14th at midnight to May the 18th at 11:59 p.m. is the Crown Clash Taking Over event. Now, we have not heard any info on that portion of the Crown Clash event. Obviously, that's going to be a Team Go Rocket event, so that's going to be huge right there. And in the midst of that, it's a Shadow Raid Day on the 17th, which I believe is a Saturday. That'll be from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. And then from the 21st of May at 10 a.m. to the 27th at 8 p.m. local time is the Final Strike Go Battle Week. And in the midst of that, on the 24th is May Community Day Classic, which is also Saturday. That'll be from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. And then Sunday, the very next day, is the big one, May 25th. Gigantamax Machamp Max Battle Day. That's going to be huge right there. Gotta take part in that. I will have counters and strategies for that one as well. Moving on now, we got Raid Hour. So Raid Hour, even though we haven't seen the raid bosses yet, so before we get to Raid Hour, let's look at the raid bosses, which actually, now to think about it, is not presented anywhere here. Unless, did I skip a photo by accident? No, there's no photo of the raid bosses. We got the mega raids, so that's interesting, but nothing about the actual raid bosses, which is interesting. Oh, you know what? They're now here. I'm blind.
That is as inexcusable of a mistake as you can possibly make. It is one of the most brain-dead, idiotic things that I've ever witnessed.
Right.
That's right. Okay, why they put them right there? They should have flip-flopped this. Let's start off with the actual raid bosses first. Then we're going to move on to Raid Hour. So, again, all raid bosses starts and end at 10 a.m. on their respective dates. So, the first of the month of May is Tapu Fini. And that one we'll know the Nature's Madness. And then from the 12th to the 25th is Uxie, Mesprit, and Azep. So if you're in the Asia Pacific area, it's Uxie. If you're in the Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and India area, it would be Mesprit. And if you're in the Americas and Greenland like I am, you're going to get Borean or Azep. And yeah, there you go with that. And then from the 26th to June the 3rd, it will be Tapu Bulu. That would know the move Nature's Madness. Okay, now we can get on to Raid Hour. So May the 7th, it will be Tapu Fini. And then from the 14th and the 21st, it will be the Lake Trio, Uxie, Mesprit, and Azep. And then on the 20th, it will be Tapu Bulu. Raid Hour is every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time. All 5 of these raid bosses can be shiny, by the way. So there's that. Now let's move on to Spotlight Hour, which is every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time. And this is big. Spotlight Hour, May the 6th. Is Furfrou, and you can get double the catch candy right there. I need more of those shiny Furfrou. So yeah, that's gonna be huge for me. I'm gonna be out for that one. And then on the 13th, it will be Sandygast, and I don't have a shiny Sandygast, maybe says it correctly. And that the bonus there would be double the transfer candy. And yeah, Sandygast can be shiny, which is probably another Tuesday where I'll be out in the about for rather. And then May the 20th is Poochyena. You'll get double the Evolve XP on that day. And yes, Poochyena can be shiny. I'm good with that one. And then on the 27th is Golett. And you get double the Catch Dust on that day as well. And I got those shinies already, so I'm good with that as well. So 4 shinies for all 4 Spotlight Hours. And it don't say here, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Please be ready to respond to blah 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 sign the Pokemon Go team. So there you have it. That's what May is looking like. So I'll be honest, the raid bosses are kind of weak. I'll be honest. So the raid bosses are really for new players who haven't got a chance at any of those shinies. But that Spotlight Hour though, the first 2 Spotlight Hour events, bruh, you gotta take part of that. And of course, Golett is double the Catch Dust. You need the dust. Everybody needs dust. Gotta take part in that as well. And Golett is a bit of a rare shiny as well. So yeah, Spotlight Hour is pretty good, if I do say so myself. Alright, so if you reached this part of the video, leave in the comment section below May. If you reached this part of the video, leave in the comment section below May. And at the very end, you should see 2 cards. One of them will be something that YouTube recommends, while the other one will be the last video that I put out. So, which is actually, it's not the YouTube short. I did put out a YouTube short, so technically that is my last video, but that's not the last video that's going to be highlighted here. So there's that. But check out the YouTube short where I gave you guys counters and strategies for Dynamax Entei, which is happening this weekend. Check out the short, and I'm gonna call it a wrap now. So with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is your boy New J Gatsby, aka New Steve Nate Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Oh, you know what? They're now here. I'm blind.
That is as inexcusable of a mistake as you can possibly make. It is one of the most brain-dead, idiotic things that I've ever witnessed.
Right.
Subscribe. Thanks, man. Do it. After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Lewis the trainer, articulating paint. With my tongue, I done things that people said I can't. Now they rank 'em with the elite, but it's for the people, and victory is part of defeat. Cause when you get back on your feet, then you try again. Learn from mistakes, show 'em that I got what it takes, and I'm dying to win. I'ma hit and move away.